Yeah, I really think I have to rethink where I am on the screen. It'd be tough to be perfect, but I can move myself up just slightly so you guys can at least see the location. Hopefully that's going to be good for the future. If I have a mech with like a lot of weapon systems, it's not going to be as good. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, in any case, let me... Okay, so we have to wait a little bit. Yeah. So 1 and a 2. Oh, there we go. And we go to the contracts. I think we just do the one more, perhaps. So that's going to be ambush convoy at a half skull. This one pays really damn well, though. Score 1. I mean, it's a longer contract, so it's somewhat annoying, but... Alright, let's negotiate. I might still do it. Like, if I have no mech damage, I may still do it just to see, like, if we can spend that time more efficiently when we're traveling, because if any damage occurs, well, we can just repair it on the way. 2 of 9 salvage is probably pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. This is just against the government, so we're not really hurting any relationships. Okay. We're pretty much already set. I might have had experience to spend, but it was only 500 from the last mission, so I don't think it's going to be that much different. Although, you know, one thing I didn't check? Engineering, and I've been spending plenty of days. You know what? Before we mess up too much more... Probably should have had a ship upgrade going. I mean, I may have already had one by now if I had. So this would get us more tech points. Morale. What I really want is the training module. What do I need for that? Repaired power conduit. Yeah. All right. I'll go ahead and go with this. We probably would have already had this, or mostly done.
But we'll get it done.
But I do want to get the training module up. That way, any backup pilots we have get some semblance of experience while we're messing around. So that's kind of a priority for me. Oh well. Let's go back to the contracts. We're going to do that. Ambush of convoy. Yeah, that's fine. And we're already good here. That's one of those things, like, I think I had said to myself earlier that it was something that I really needed to do, and then I just kept forgetting. It's going to be more important for, like, the travel in between stars to get that experience up. All right. Begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
To intercept the convoy, we need to identify their route. As to move up and get eyes on the targets. When contact is made, we hit them hard before they reach their destination. And we extract. Good luck, Commander.
I feel a tremor. Like there's creatures living beneath the surface.
Let's run along the road. That'll give us decent speed. Although that commando is kind of in my way. Might actually be killing some of my speed. I do want to get a sensor contact, so let's run up pretty aggressively here.
On the move.
I do want to jump on top of this ridge if that would be advantageous. So I'm going to go ahead and sprint this way. You just stay on the road.
Rolling.
You are going to come up this way as well.
Roger.
Kind of hoping we'd get a sensor contact, but seeing that that was the case. We'll get it next turn, though. More than likely he's coming along this road. I think this is just so that you get to see him or whatever. Turn's taking a long time to calculate. Alright.
Commander.
I'm worried that we may not have
I've
this.
got eyes on the target.
Okay, now we know where the convoy is. Okay. I'll go with Freak
I live to
first. I
serve.
want to run out on along the road. So we may be able to intercept them. And you want to have jump up here. Might be able to jump up on this ridge, but again, we may not. Alright. I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but we'll do our best. Convoy vehicles, especially if they're of the lighter type, tend to be really fast. So it might be like, I don't know if I have fast enough mechs to intercept them, so we'll give it a try, obviously. Oh, we haven't got sensor contacts with them. Go ahead and sprint up more aggressively.
Enemy detected.
There we go. Where we were looking. You know what? I'm going to try and stay ahead of them a little bit with the Vindicator. So we're sprint that way.
I'm your spaniel.
Really sure what the best approach with the commandos are.
Roger that.
Maybe again try and stay ahead of them. This might not be a greatest idea, but it's the best I can do with evasion and have you. Alright, we're going to reserve and let them go a little bit.
Waiting for my opening.
A little concerned with how heavy some of this stuff is. Might all be vehicles, even the escorts. Because that's an escort vehicle right there. That's escort as well. So I'm looking at all vehicles, I think. That's actually the convoy vehicle. So the convoy is probably the more, well, not probably, for sure going to be the more priority here. We're going to let them kind of roll out a little bit. All right, that should be all of them. It's possible there's an assault weight class. Having a hard time getting to a spot where I can see them. Kind of don't want to go up on this ridge because then it's going to be hard for me to get closer than that. I just can't get vision here. Maybe we have my guy. I jump. Fortunately, I can't get the small laser in on anything. But I'd like to get as much vision as I can out. And we might do a little bit of multi-targeting. Depending. We got a striker, and we got a galleon. Then some of the convoy vehicles are galleons and strikers and stuff. I think I'd rather go after a full health striker, especially as it is part of the convoy and it has no evasion. And I think if we hit with both the AC-10 and the large laser, it might take the guy out.
Engaging
Primary
target.
target is taking damage.
Fortunately, we hit in different spots, so not necessarily.
Commander?
Alright. Maybe you have to jump more aggressively. Ideally, what I want to do here is I want to multi-target. That's not really getting me what I want. What I was trying to do... Alright. I think I'm just gonna go for that striker still. I have a very good chance of hitting it. Alternatively, we go after the galleon, just try and knock that out.
May I interest you in some
He's
melted
hit.
armor?
Ah, wow, we're still not hitting him. That's a lot of damage for a striker to soak up like that.
Orders?
I'm not able to get line of sight, huh?
Yes, Commander.
Looks like I have no choice but to go up on the ridge if I want to be able to do any damage, which sucks. Alright, we'll try and go after the guy. Right in my face.
Firing.
Fortunately missing with what we needed to hit with, but he's still dead. Because they don't have a lot of armor.
One more for the trash heap.
Alright.
Commander?
Alright. Large laser no matter what.
Copy that.
Maybe if we get a nice focus damage here, get the kill. No, unfortunately not. Oh, there is a light something. Could be a mech. Had a PPC. Could be a panther.
Yes, boss.
I think we reserve and just let them get closer to me. May mean that we take some damage here. But right now we kind of have the frustration with these guys being a little too far away. Alright.
Let's do this.
That's better. Take out the lead convoy vehicle.
Heading out. On it.
Primary target is damaged.
There we go.
Keep it up.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Yeah, my next target would probably be the striker.
Standing by.
Jump. Actually, maybe walk. If I can get a direct line of sight, I'm fine with walking. Just try and keep the... Except that's the one we want direct line of sight of. So let's try and focus on that. Right here would be doing it, I think. Yeah. We can land with a couple of these things. Should kill the striker.
Affirmative.
There we go. Another convoy down.
Shouldn't have come here.
Vehicle down. Ugh. All right, so Polecat can't do a whole lot
Orders?
where she is. Really annoying. I got to stay up on this roof.
Good to go.
Fire away.
Firing.
All right. Jump. Here I may do a little bit of multi-targeting,
Engaging jump.
but I also like to see what's down here. So indeed, we do have a Panther. We got another Striker. Okay. Make you A, UB, and UC. Kind of a little silly, but I want that to be B. So ABC, fire on all of it.
Engaging multiple targets.
Oh, come on, game. Little silly, but we might be able to take advantage of that. Right. Rather you be firing at my enforcer.
Yes, Commander.
I can't really move in to do anything.
How's it going?
Guess we can hit the galleon.
Copy that.
The large laser. Now there might have been an argument for just reserving,
Target locked in.
but hey, we killed them, so I'll take it.
Vehicle trashed.
All right, reserve. You're one of the convoy escorts, so they're just strikers left over, huh?
I'm your spaniel.
You're part of the convoy guard. You're part of the convoy. Let's try and take out the convoy guard.
Engaging jump jets.
Although I don't know what heat's going to be like after this jump. Yeah, a little too much. Let's take the medium laser off.
Engaging.
Got him. All right. So just the one convoy
What happens
vehicle.
when you hang out with bad people.
We have half the escorts dead.
Orders.
I think in this case we sprint. We're going to need to get up on our opponent at this stage. Okay. I want to take the striker out, like now. I'm going to multi-target just because I like to. So you're going to be A, you're going to be B. Okay, actually, let's switch that up a bit.
Engaging multiple targets.
Oh, come on. AC-10 shot? That's going to move on. Not much accuracy there.
Commander.
I'm going to go after the Panther. And I'm going to use Precision Strike to do it. So we can knock him down in initiative, giving me a little bit more free reign. Also, Centaurus is pretty weak, so I might be able to take him out. We really needed to land with that large laser. Oh well. Stargazer.
Good to go.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go after the striker with a large laser, it looks like. And I think the striker turned away, too, so...
Engaging.
Get your lance to the LZ command.
Alright, that'll work.
Coming in hot.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
The Panther's gonna go here. Thankfully that missed, because that would have probably required repairs if it had landed.
Waiting for orders.
I'm trying to get this in the ideal range, which would be there. Alternatively, just gonna step on the vehicle here.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh, screw you. What was the chance to hit on that? He's gonna get it behind me, too. Oh, no, you're gonna get after the commander, huh?
I'm hit, Commander.
Ah, well, we still have backup pilots. It's not the end of the
Await your
world, but...
command.
Might be able to do this in a way where we can multi-target effectively. I don't know what the heat's gonna be like, but we'll try it.
On my way.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to turn off the medium laser. But we get the good stuff in.
Acknowledged.
Take that! If I had stepped on that thing, it would have died. Because you do double damage
That
against
vehicle
vehicles
is
when
one
you
for the junkyard.
melee attack them. Damn it.
Good to go.
Well, it goes with one of our medium lasers. It's not the end of the world. We have more medium lasers, but that's very frustrating.
Moving to position. Engaging target.
Especially as we keep missing.
Receiving you.
Alright, that should get him. That is if it lands. Alright, that's okay. I mean, we don't have necessarily the best called shot chance.
I'm ready.
Coming for a melee attack because we kind of...
Moving to position. Locked on for
There we
physical
go.
attack.
I think he's dead.
Tango down.
Alright.
Mission successful.
These commanders are starting to get frustrating, though, because we're facing off against a lot more firepower than they have armor for. So they just keep needing repaired, and it's starting to get a little frustrating. Alright. So we have one pilot out with an injury, and one mech out with damage. It's probably going to take a while to repair. Alright. I'll get another Panther part. I don't think we have any other M10s, so that's probably going to be what I end up taking here. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of repairs on the Commando to the point where I may actually redesign it. Because they're going to be more extensive repairs, so... Let's see. But I think we might be getting out of the system now. As that will take a little while. And we also have the out of action period, so... Yeah. Let's go into the bay. I'm also going to want to look at my mech warriors, their experience, but honestly, I don't want to do that until we get wherever we're going, in case the time gets to a financial report. Because if you give people more experience, they actually cost you more, so we'll hold on that. We have to do a full refit because we lost more stuff than we can really manage. Alright. I'm going to replace the arm. Medium laser has to be removed because it was destroyed. So at the moment, we're looking at 2 days and 24,000. All right, so let's take a look at this. We've got 3 energy weapon slots and 1 missile slot. What can we do with that to make it more efficient? So what I'm thinking, we remove the large laser, which is 5 tons. We replace the SRM2 with maybe an SRM6 because we have a couple of those. That's going to increase the weight of the SRM2 by I mean, so our SRM system by a couple tons, but we're getting back 5, so we still have weight left over. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll probably replace the large laser with 2 medium lasers. From the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't be all that less heat efficient. So 12 heat versus 18 heat. So we gain 6 heat on top of that. Damage wise, we should have more damage. Not at range though, so we're gonna have to be closer range to do the damage we've got. I do have to, oh, actually I do have to replace 1 more medium laser. So we only have 1 ton to work with. And frankly speaking, yeah, 3 medium lasers. We may want to do a heatsink on that one. It really depends. Heatsink is 30, we got 48. That's probably doable. Especially as we have no jump jets. So I think I'm willing to go with that. We'll test it out. If it turns out to be too inefficient, yeah, I think we go up on armor because we're having a lot of problems with that. I'd like a little bit in the head as well. Kind of go across the board here. Getting a little bit more armor. The 40, which is the max for the arms. Go up to 40 and the side torso, maybe even 45. Go up to 40 in the head. Go up to 50. There we go. Just a little bit more armor across the board. Alright, that's doable. We'll see how it performs. If it doesn't perform too well, we might strip that armor out, but I'd rather have the armor because we've been having a lot of problems with these guys getting internals and having to repair them, so there we go. It's going to take 12 days to do, but we're going to have some travel time, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. And we also have the spider that's not far away from getting repaired, I think. Yeah, let's confirm that. 28,000 is not too bad either. The enemies just, well, you never know. And it's not like there's that much armor in the rear anyway. I like to have a little bit of armor in the rear. And with lighter mechs, you have to be at point blank range. It's actually not that hard for the enemy to get behind you.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright. We're more or less set up. So let's figure out where we're going to go. Now we do have a couple travel contracts, but they all are higher difficulty level, probably beyond what we can handle. So let's just take a look at the star map. I haven't had really a chance to do this yet. I don't really know what's around us and what kind of difficulty. So this is a half skull. That's 2 skulls. That's 1 skull. That's probably worth going to. What do we got? Agriculture, aquaculture, black market. Okay. That might be worth going to because there's a lot of things that might give us some good store options. And 1 skull is doable. Or where we're at. Seems like a lot of the other areas around us are maybe a little too difficult. There's a half a skull. Panzer. Agriculture, battlefield, medium gravity planet, moderate population. So it's a matter of 20 days or 16 days. 16 days, we probably get our commando back. "20 days, we'd for sure get our commando back. I feel like we can handle Panzer, though. At 1 skull, I think we can handle that. Then again, we're still trying to get experience on our pilots. So, you know what? I'm going to go to Panzer, and maybe we'll come back to that planet another time, Herodotus. Okay, let's go for it. Actually, let's do a little bit more peeking around. Looks like a lot of the other stuff's too difficult or too far away, so let's go with that.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
All right. I'll let the spider come back first. But I think we're going to get both back. Yeah, we're going to get both back before we arrive. So we're more or less good. The only thing that we're a little down on is a pilot, but we could always hire another one. Do I use filters? Oh, you know what? I should have. Good call. Okay, while in Lyreton, get a message from the commander of another mercenary company passing through. After some formalities, the message gets straight to the point. My boys tell me you have Freak on your crew. You want to make commander to another? I need to tell you Freak is not a good hire. To be blunt, he's a thief, a backstabber. We already knew he had a criminal background. And only common decency had me leave him on station instead of booting him through the airlock when I finally fired his ass. Be careful with your crew and keep in mind that a mech warrior with a bad reputation can bring down the reputation of your whole unit. I am not going to do anything about this. Freak is probably my most important pilot from an experience level. And I don't know. Confronting him might hurt our morale. This is one of those things where this might be a bad call, but I'm going to delete the message. Delete the message and think no more of it. You judge Freak's value for yourself. I think that's the right call. Then again, it may not be.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Alright, back to engineering.
Welcome to engineering, Commander.
Now, I want this. I want it now. So, 90,000, 10 days, that's doable.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
The sooner we get experience in our backup pilots, the better, in my opinion. Hopefully we can get some contracts in before the payday, financial time. Okay, it's telling me about flashpoints, so our flashpoints should be showing up now. Let's take a look at that on the star map. Where's our first flashpoint? Got one there. Okay. What difficulty is it? 1.5? That's actually probably doable. How long do we have? 180 days? Okay. I think that's doable. So we may be able to do this one. So this is for House Merrick against House Liao. We have consecutive deployments. Engagement length is long, so we definitely want to have backup mechs before we go and do this one. We get a rare mech if we do it, which is nice. Tonnage requirements light. Well, we're already kind of there, so that's not a big deal. Alright. No, I do not want to travel there. Thank you. Okay.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Now, the question is, do we have the time to modify anything else, and would we want to? That'll probably be the Raven. You're more than likely right. Although it's House Merrick, right? It depends. It depends. I mean, the Capellans are the ones that have it, so it's possible we'd be stealing it from them or something. Yeah, so it's possible. Okay, refit. Also, you know, the Vindicator is a great one to refit as well, because there's a lot you can do with this guy. A lot of it depends on what components we have. Let's take a look. We do have a large laser. We can swap out the Vindicator's PPC. Yeah, Merrick is the one hiring me. Liao is the one that's against. So potentially we steal it from them, from the contract or something. I'm not sure how they justify it. Could be the Javelin. I don't know. Although Javelins are not rare. So yeah, that's one thing we could do, is we could swap out the large laser for a PPC, or you know what I mean. So then you could slap on some more medium lasers and stuff to get just more damage potential for the Vindicator. That's a change I oftentimes like to do. Maybe get rid of the LRM. How long would that refit take? Because we don't have a lot of time. How much time do we have? we've got 5 days. So if we can do the refit in 5 days, I'm going to do it. If not, then we have no choice. We have to stick with what we got. So PPC, large laser, that makes a lot of sense to me. Another medium laser would be nice. I might get rid of the small laser. We'll see. I mean, I could up armor it with the tonnage we do that with. So medium laser. We're still pretty good on heat efficiency. Get rid of the small laser. Gets rid of a little bit of our punching power. But overall, damage potential should be greater. Because we were at like, what, 110? And by removing the small laser, I'm only reducing it by 20. So we're at 135 versus like the 110, 115, whatever we were at before. So this is definite upgrade. Then just a little bit more armor, I'm thinking. Unless we get rid of the LRM-5. And then we could do even more firepower. I could stick medium laser in here. Then we'd have tonnage left over. Yeah, I think that's what we lean towards. It will be much more of a close-range brawler, but it should be a hell of a lot more effective. I'll probably add in 1 heatsink just to help me a little bit with the new heat curve. Maybe 2. Maybe 2 heatsinks. Then just a half-ton armor. It's probably not bad. Get 100 in the center torso and then maybe 90. There we go. I like that. Just to get a little bit more armor. Firepower should be better. What are we looking at? 140. So that's definitely an improvement. We'll be able to use this firepower. I think pretty well. And the heat efficiency is decent enough. So that's 12 days. Unfortunately, we can't do this, but this is something we could do later. All right. Well, do you want to exit and discard changes? Yes. Yeah, we just don't have the time, unfortunately, because we had all the repairs we had to do. And I don't like sitting around. Any time wasted, that would be 7 days we'd have to waste. I don't like that. So we're going to go forward as is. But that's a definite change we could make. All right, let's continue forward. Is there a simpler change we could make? Maybe with the... I'm going to try one more thing. Another one we could try... I mean, honestly, the spider might be a good candidate. Swap out a medium laser for 2 small lasers. If you get a point-blank range, it's more firepower anyway, right? Yeah. The small lasers tend to be more accurate anyway, so even if it's a real bad shot, like the guy has a lot of evasion or something, I think that's not a bad call. And we should have a decent number of small lasers. Yeah, we have 8 of the thing. So, remove the medium laser because we're going to need that for the tonnage. And in theory, we just increase the damage potential by 15 points. Yeah, I like that. It's a very simple change. It should happen within the time frame that we need. And if we have to use a spider, it's more or less ready to go. I like that.
Logged and noted.
If only the spider had more support weapon slots, it'd be even better. Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's continue.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Okay. Looks like our ship upgrade is going to happen at pretty much the same time we arrive, which is nice.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Yeah, light and darkness. During the daily briefing, Dr. Murad raises a hand. There will be a rare meteor shower on Panzer. I thought it would boost everyone's spirits if we viewed the phenomenon from up close on the observation deck. Now, getting up close to a meteor shower might be a danger. Sounds risky, Darius shakes his head. It's not like the Argo has brakes. Well, how about we install a telescopic camera on the hull, Dr. Murad persists. Polecat volunteered to mount it. Okay. It'd be safer to take the Leopard down to Panzer's surface and view the pretty lights from a safe distance, Yang beamed. Hell, I'll even cook. What do you say, Commander? Alright, so we have multiple choices here. Polecat, I don't think has any skills that goes into this. Going to the surface and having a cookout sounds like fun, though, man. That sounds like the most fun to me. Especially as, you know, food and cookouts and stuff like that. I think that would lift the spirits of somebody who's been on a ship a long time, especially as you get to go down the surface. That's my point of seeing what is here. Maybe it doesn't make sense from the game, but for me, that makes sense. All right, we got morale increased by 2. And morale increases of that magnitude are actually very valuable. Let's go planetside, you smile. We've earned some R&R. On secluded corner of Panzer, Yang grills triple F burgers while mech warriors play cards and toss a basketball through a corroded coupling seal they brought planetside. Once the first meteor zips across the sky, voices rise in celebration, but soon the crowd quiets and the game stops. The company looks on in awe as 100 points of light stream through the darkness. Back in the Argo, you notice that the crew is in good spirits but still focused in the hallway. Mirai nudges you on the ribs. We should celebrate more often, even when there aren't space rocks flying into nearby planets. Good call, Commander. I mean, it seemed to make the most sense to me. Visit the store, why not? Might be able to get a mech out of this. Another blackjack, which I still believe we do not have any parts for. Yeah, we don't. Griffin. No, I cannot buy heavy mechs. So there's a full dragon here. Can't buy it. No, granted, I couldn't afford it either, but... and then a Griffin 1N. Griffins are good mechs. Yeah. But again, we can't afford this. Not at the moment. Maybe we'd be able to... Although I need all 5 parts. Be easier if it was just 3 parts. Blackjack may be more doable if we get a lot of money in this planet. But before we do anything else, let's go to our mech warriors. We have a bit of experience. Okay, I would like to continue the piloting increases. Right now, heat's not really a concern, although it may be later. So let's experience our, get our pilot experience for what we have now. Oh yeah, I might want to look at the parts still. You're right. So yeah, I think we take this because we're gonna eventually want ace pilot. That's the main thing I'm looking for. Ace pilot is gonna be very, 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 very good for the build that we're doing. So, all right.
Training complete.
What do you have? You only have 1,000 points. Probably hold on that. Polecat's out, so whatever experience she has is meaningless. I do need a sensor lock, so Stargazer's grabbing that. And unfortunately, Woodhen is having very minimal experience because we just finished the one thing. We're going to go to the ship upgrade screen, though, and get what else we'd want. Okay, so another mech bay, really not a priority right now. More tech points isn't necessarily a bad thing, although this is kind of expensive. This is cheaper, but probably takes more time. Yeah, it takes a lot more time. And more or less the same with that one. Get morale, but not really a high priority for me. I think I'm going to go with the either refit harness or pair scaffolding. I'm going to go with the scaffolding because I think there's some events that deal with the scaffolding. So let's go with that.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
All right. Let's go back to the shop because, yeah, I did not look at the other things. Okay. AC2, AC10, Flamer, Medium Laser, SRM6. Nothing particularly special at the moment. The Flamer is interesting. So we may want to pick something like that up. 2,000 isn't a lot. I'll go ahead and pick up a Flamer. You never know when you can get one of those. And it tends to be a little bit harder to get them. Otherwise, I'm going to sit on the parts for now. Because it's nothing striking me as being exceptional here. Alright, let's take a look at our contracts. Now that we have everything else in order. Fingers crossed we have a decent number. Okay, actually we do. Seems like they're all for those guys. A lot of pirate missions. All right, let's see what we got. Battle, pretty much going to be a priority here. Who's it against? Pirates, okay. We got recovery, battle. That one's probably going to be a good one for us. Recovery, battle. Ooh, the battle in Tundra. Oh, these are both in Tundra. Is everything in Tundra? No, some of it's in jungle and deserts and other. Okay, so the two battles in Tundra kind of call out to me. I got another battle on Polar. That's nice. Then another recovery. Okay, lots of contracts. That's nice. I think we're just going to start at the top. This one's nice and easy. Pirates, 300,000. Go ahead and negotiate. Go a little bit more money trying to buy a blackjack. Blackjacks are slow. See, what I need is faster mechs to really work this out. So I'm just going to go 50-50 with this sucker. All right, accept. Okay. So we do need a new pilot here. Honestly, this is how I'm going to organize this. Commando, the one we just refitted, we're going to have Stargazer pilot that. The Spider, we're going to have Woodhen, because Woodhen, very low skills. The small lasers should make up for some of that, because they're pretty easy to hit with. Okay, I think I'm good with this Lionite here. And the mobility should be able to keep him out of trouble if ever there's a problem, so... Okay, let's deploy. Fill myself up with some extra tea here. All right. We just need to get mechs that are going to suit our purposes better. Right now, the Vindicator Enforcer combo, although decent for us in the early game, it's not really doing what we want. We need the more mobility. Enforcers are too slow to really pull off what we're trying to do. This is going to be a stand-up fight, Commander. Your lance against the opposing forces. Intel says that they're near your current location. Move in and clear them out. Good hunting, Commander. Olivier out.
Okay, everybody. Stay frosty.
Trying to get into cover here. Guess I'll just sprint into cover. It's not a big deal. You jump? Nah. Right.
Onward.
I would like to make contact with them if I can, so I may use the spiders, great mobility. Maybe get them within sensor range. That might just pull it off. Although they will move forward a little bit, won't they? I'm gonna jump in here. Get as much evasion as we can. We get into some cover. Oh, they're just staying put, huh? It's fine with me. That should put them within sensor range. That even more so. We get more evasion here. Oh, they're a lot closer than I expected them to be, huh? Alright, that's fine. Oh.
Got it, Commander.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Kind of hang on the periphery here. Alright, so this guy's more than likely going to see me. Okay. Another mech over there. We don't know how many we're going to face just yet, but I suspect maybe 4. There's Commando. Alright. We had a lot of evasion, so that kind of sucks that he was able to hit me, but... So they may have some medium mechs here. Interesting. But we still have good evasion, so I'm going to reserve.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Really? Okay, it's possible that they don't have any medium mechs. Okay. You have no evasion, too. This is going to be really easy to knock you out.
Engaging target.
Fortunately, the large laser missed. Otherwise, that guy might have been in big trouble. We might have actually knocked him out right there.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Waiting for orders.
Why not? See if we can finish him off.
Locked and loaded.
Please hit
Here it
PPC.
comes.
Ah, PPC never lands.
Commander. Heading out.
Come on, give me some damage here.
Giving them everything I've got.
There we go. I mean, it was bound to happen with how much firepower.
Hostile removed.
It's okay, Stormy.
Standing by.
It happens. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in to where I can attack that guy just yet, so we'll probably just take this turn. Kind of get ourselves into some maybe decent positioning for our next turn. Another commando. I really like my enforcer, huh? And they're getting their hits despite our evasion.
Damage minimal.
This guy's got pretty good evasion.
Let's do this.
I'm not sure I'm going to be easily able to get in there, so as a result, I'm going to look to circle. Maybe lock that guy up. I'd be very surprised if it's just these two mechs. It has to be more than that. They must just be far away.
Sensors locked on.
It can't just be these two mechs. There has to be, like, reinforcements or something. There has to be, right?
Waiting for my opening.
Standing by.
Go for the called shot in the center torso. We can get that PPC to land. Alright, we got a leg. I think it was a half skull. I don't really remember. But two light mechs with half armor? It wasn't full armor, was it?
What's up, boss?
Seems very low. I'll get in there and try and finish him with the small lasers. Just, other leg? Because I think we have...
On it.
Sometimes you get one skull and it doesn't even have mechs, vehicles only. It could be. Can we get close enough to use our other small laser? Nah. I just walk up here. It should be over. I mean, you never know. I could whiff these shots.
Engaging target.
Okay, got both legs. Maybe we'll get reinforcements.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh. Or that's it.
Mission successful.
Okay, that was an amazing Elysium mission. I'll take it. More or less free money. Okie dokie. So the Commando 1D, we already have one part too, so I'm going to try and get up to the 3 parts if I can. Not a lot of salvage here. We only have 5, so it's actually a good chance that we'll get everything we want here, but yeah, you never know. There you go. We've got 3 total parts of 2Ds. It'd be nice just to have more backup mechs. That way we can like get through these contracts with more confidence and not really have to wait any, possibly. Another large laser, which helps as well.